What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And oh boy, it's been a juicy week, and so let's get started. But just before we do, I'm gonna say something you might not be ready to hear. Iron Man is cool. Wolverine is also cool. If a game lets you play all of your favorite Marvel superheroes, it would be very cool. Well, that's why this video is sponsored by Marvel Strike Force. Now, this is a squad-based RPG where you can use your favorite heroes and villains from across the Marvel universe, each one with their own unique abilities. You can battle iconic enemies in epic combat with endless team combinations and strategic gameplay. And you can use my link in the description or simply scan the QR code on screen to download the game for free right now and unlock free characters as well. And Marvel Strike Force is not stingy to new players. You're going to be able to unlock up to 17 total characters in the first 30 days, including Spider-Man, which I started with, Deadpool, Thor, Captain America, and more. And there's so much content to play with these characters. You have campaigns, Blitz, the arena, there's also Alliance War, a massive weekly alliance battle, raids, Cosmic Crucible where you go head to head against other players in a tournament. And also, guys, this November there are free character giveaways. New characters are constantly being released, and you can also unlock other characters and costumes from Marvel TV shows and movies, comics, and more, including Blade and his team of Night Stalkers. Additionally, there's a new game mode called Battle World, an exciting new PvE mode where you can participate alongside your alliance. If you're a new or returning player, be on the lookout for awesome rewards to celebrate the launch of Battle World. And guys, to celebrate spooky season, players can redeem the code Halloween to get their free 100 shards for Zombie Iron Man, and all of this will help boost your brand new account. So guys, don't forget to use my link or scan the QR code to download the game for free today. Alright, now first things first, what went down this week for Destiny 2? Well, by far the biggest thing was that on the Tuesday weekly reset, we got the launch of Act 2 for episode Revenant, and it brought with it some new content. We have some new story missions, a new cutscene included in that, we also have a few new weapons, and the main new activity is going to be the Tomb of Elders / Contest of Elders. Now, I did a video yesterday going over everything you need to know about this activity, a bunch of tips, loadout recommendations for how to beat it easily, how to always unlock that secret treasure room, so definitely check that out, it's linked right up above. But overall, I would say the vibe from the community is kind of just meh. Like, there is some cool new stuff to go after, but it's nothing really consequential, nothing massively shifting how you play, and Tomb of Elders overall, it is a pretty cool activity, honestly, but a lot of people, including myself, feel like there could be a bit more, and also, it really never felt too challenging, especially compared to some other activities in the game, stuff like Onslaught. When you get to wave 40, 50, if you remember back in Into the Light when that first came out, like wave 50 Onslaught was actually no joke, especially when it first came out and people were figuring out the meta. With Tomb of Elders, not quite, or I should say Contest of Elders, not quite the case. But let me know how you guys are feeling. Are you really enjoying this Act 2 edition and I'm a little off base? Or are you also in the camp of just being a bit underwhelmed by this content edition? But moving on from there, something else pretty crazy went down this week. So, popular Destiny 2 YouTuber, the Aus Relic, got banned live on stream, and his tweet about the situation kind of blew up, and this guy went through the ringer. So many people were saying, well, you obviously cheated, you're obviously some sort of hacker, you got banned, what do you expect? And yeah, that was just kind of the situation for multiple days, but then kind of out of nowhere, yesterday, the Destiny 2 team official Twitter account tweets the following, saying, "We have investigated several ban appeals and determined there was an issue with some data being sent from the game to our detection tools that resulted in a small number of false positive bans." And this lines up with basically the exact time that the Aus Relic tweeted out that they had actually been unbanned. Their appeal was successful. And frankly, this whole thing just caused a lot of drama, right? Like, you have a YouTuber taken down, so many people jumping on the bandwagon, calling this guy a cheater. Turns out it's not even true, it's a false positive. Bungie itself confirms it. And unfortunately, this kind of just undermines bans we're going to see in the future. It's very important for Bungie to keep banning actual cheaters. We've all versed the guy in Trials of Osiris who has the full auto Xenophage or sniper rifle or something, right? That's the guy that should be banned. You always get some kind of iffy incidents as well where people are banned and no one knows exactly what happened. Now, Bungie has stated that they don't want to tell people why they got banned because it can actually help actual real cheaters figure out, you know, if people are getting banned for this reason, this is what we got to avoid. Like, this is what is being detected. So that is definitely a logical reason as to why to not tell people, but also it just causes problems when stuff like this does arise. What do you guys think of the whole thing? Should Bungie tell people, you know, exactly why they got banned, and that would help people in the appeal process who are false banned? Or do you think Bungie, this is just kind of a one-off thing and they should just keep banning people how they're banning people? How often do you see cheaters in the game right now? Like, are their bannings working? Let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, we do have some more stuff coming down the Destiny pipeline very soon, like the Dawning 2024, and before that, and this leads into the brand new information within the TWAB, we have the upcoming Iron Banner. This is actually going to be one of the juicier Iron Banners we've gotten in a long while. So here's what's going down. It begins on November 26th, which is the upcoming Tuesday weekly reset. Now, Bungie gives a bit of a spiel here saying, hear me, Iron Wolves. They talk about before the Vanguard, the Iron Lords were the authority. They say control will be the game mode for this first week, and your battle efforts will be graced with weapons so strong they could shatter the skies. The first ever rocket-assisted sidearm that uses the darkness power of stasis is waiting for the worthy. Word around is that loose change with chill clip is the role to chase, but air trigger slaps too. So that is undoubtedly true. Okay, this again is the highlight of Iron Banner, a stasis rocket assisted frame sidearm with chill clip. Rocket assisted frame sidearms like the Call, like the Indebted Kindness, they are literally god tier. They are some of the best weapons you can put on in PvE, even after Bungie massively nerfed their ammo reserves. So finally getting one with stasis in a season where stasis is extremely good. You have so many seasonal artifact perks that buff stasis. That is literally one of the most desirable, and you know, we don't have it in our hands yet, but it's likely going to be one of the best weapons coming out of this entire season. So, you know, I've been waiting for Iron Banner to drop since Revenant went live to try to get that weapon, so super excited for that. In fact, that weapon is getting so much hype that Bungie doesn't even talk about the other Iron Banner weapon coming next week. It is a remade Archon's Thunder machine gun. It's actually having its element changed from solar originally to now stasis, and it can get stasis exclusive perks like Rhyme Stealer. So that's another one to look out for, guys. Now, on the top of all that, there's also going to be new Iron Banner armor sets, and you can see them right here. So honestly, quite a lot to be excited for within Iron Banner. And if you're someone who doesn't usually play Iron Banner, next week, it really is going to be time to throw down just to get that sick new loot. Now, moving on from there, guys, Bungie rehashes the launch of Act 2, talking about the Tomb of Elders. They also highlight the new weapons introduced. The returning weapon is the Grid Skipper, definitely has some saucy PvP roles. And then there's two new Revenant weapons, a new shotgun and the new SMG. I already did a video on the new SMG with the jolting feedback roll. That's an incredible weapon. Like that for PvE, if you don't have a full auto gun with jolting feedback, whew, you are missing out. It is very, very good. They also talk about new tonics available to brew. There's actually a new ingredient that you get from specifically the Tomb of Elders, which is going to unlock, the different specific loot drops from Tomb of Elders. But keep in mind, guys, they also went back and added additional tonics for the existing categories. So sometimes you just need to go in and brew a bunch of existing tonics of a certain category to unlock some new ones. But moving on from there, we have some Black Friday sales coming up. You can see the information right here, so check the store on November 26th. And then after that, we have the Bungie Bounty for Good returning. And again, you can see the information right here, guys, and you can earn this very exclusive emblem. Then we have getting your hashtag D2 fashion feedback. And this is kind of an interesting thing going on. They say the true endgame is fashion. Obviously, that's a joke within the community. We wanted to pull back the curtains a bit on our planning to get some more regular feedback into like the armor sets and how they're going to look. So first of all, they say to start, we'll be adding questions related to potential armor themes in our weekly surveys from Bungie research. These results will help us get a feel for how each theme fares against each other. If you want to be in our research pool, you can sign up for their emails. Now, they talk about regular feedback, saying being part of the surveys isn't the only way to make your voice heard. We also want to start giving regular updates here in the TWID and gathering feedback. We'll start by sharing a small but regular updates that we hope will offer some insight into our planning process. Your feedback will be a huge help for how we can prioritize future content. For the sake of transparency, we also want to mention that developing new armor and accessories takes a lot of time. Even themes we are excited to share to create may take a while to make it in-game. Additionally, these themes can show up in a variety of places, such as ritual activity rewards, the season's pass, or Eververse. Finding the right spot and release can also influence the timing for when a specific new look is released. So basically, long story short is that Bungie is saying, here are some of the themes we're looking at for making new armor. What do you guys want to see? So here are this week's themes. We have the Wolf Bounty Hunter theme, stealthy, dark, you could read the description for yourself. Then we have a Viking/Norse theme, like fur linings, etc. The Scorpion Assassin theme, sleek armor with segmented articulated plates. Cyber Samurai armor fused with neon cyberpunk elements. That kind of sounds cool. The Speedster Recon agile sleek armor with advanced mobility tech. The Ethereal Monk, flowing minimalistic armor with a serene spiritual feel. Alchemist Savant, armor featuring vials and potions. The Mantis Battle Monk, armor joined with Mantis Blade designs. We have the Bat Nightblade, enhanced hearing devices for detecting movement. And the Fox Trickster, light armor with sly, cunning aesthetics. So they're basically wanting you to tweet with hashtag D2 fashion feedback and say, I want Ethereal Monk. That sounds cool, right? Like, kind of an interesting thing they're doing, peeling back the curtain into the design process and saying, hey, what kind of armor sets do you want to see? And hey, kind of glad they're doing it, and we'll see what the community actually wants out of those options, guys. But guys, we have one more thing to talk about, another big Bungie oopsie. I was actually already editing a video with this information in it, but just after the TWAB went out, Bungie tweeted out the following on their Destiny 2 team account. We're aware of an issue where the Celestial Nighthawk Golden Gun variant is benefiting from the recent increase in super energy gains meant only for roaming supers. This is not intended, and we're targeting a fix for early December. So yeah, in case you don't know, Golden Gun, Bungie counted that as a roaming super, so you're getting 3 times the regen for your Golden Gun as well with Act 2, and it even works when you put on that Celestial Nighthawk. So guys, you can get some crazy fast Celestial Nighthawks in the game right now and massively increase your DPS. So you only have a couple weeks until the fix comes, but until then, go wild. And so that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus, that is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.